Hello? Hello? Hi, Lapras. Hi, Parker. How are you guys doing? I'm here. Hi. I mean, we're gonna lag again, apparently. It's not as bad. It's not as bad. We can do it. I believe in us. You ache. Did you do hard work? I'm guessing, just knowing you. No severe weather. That's an improvement. I mean, it's kind of a low bar, but we'll take it. Hey, stars. Um, oh, I remember what I was supposed to do. If you guys aren't following stars, you should be.
I love your goopy wiener.
That amuses me so much. I'm so glad I took the time to make that. Okay. I need to get reference images up. That's what I was doing. You fell down the stairs, Lapras! Oh no! Are you relatively okay? Like, clearly you're sore, but you didn't, like, massively mess anything up, did you? Stairs are scary. Do you guys want to see a little sneaky peeky just for the early arrivers at stream? I finished a design yesterday. You guys remember me talking about that silly radio logo that I wanted to do? And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna have time for it this month. Well, fuck it. She did it. There's technically two different versions of this. My patrons get to see both, and they're helping me decide which version I'm going to do as the actually final this time, Doc 3. Um, but yeah, I did actually manage to get this done. And I was grateful for having some typography stuff to do because I had a rough brain day yesterday and the day before. And typography always makes me calm down because I need to like be really careful about how I'm breathing because it really affects the lines. So, yeah, well, rug burn is still not pleasant. And like, yeah. Ugh, that's so awful, Lapras. I'm sorry. I definitely, when I was in college, I slipped on our stairs because it's an older house, so the stairs are very narrow and I have big feet. Um, but I definitely slipped on that wearing like an 85-pound backpack and fell right on my coccyx, which would be your tailbone, but coccyx is funner to say. Um, and yeah, it was not great. I definitely bruised it sitting in the college desk chairs for about 3 months was really uncomfortable. So I know how that goes, and I hope you feel better soon. Oh, that's unfortunate. Um, let's see what else. Oh, I finished the quilt block since we talked last, because we did the patterns for this last time while I was trying to not have a meltdown. Yeah, for sure, Parker. I I'm definitely that person who like overpacks in general too because I need to be prepared for things because I have that flavor of anxiety. So that doesn't help. But that was also the semester that I was taking human osteology, which had big textbooks. Do I have the textbook over here? I do. Can I reach it? I use it. Okay, so this textbook costs like $350 just to start out. I use it for pressing art now when it gets too curly. But this is a hefty lad. He's a big boy. So I had this and then like 4 other books I needed to carry for that class in there. Um, which is a little ironic, I think, that the bone books hurt my bones. Um, oh yeah, yesterday was a holiday in the US too. I forgot about that. I don't know. Being self-employed just means that I don't realize when actual holidays are happening because it doesn't change my day. Yeah, textbooks get really expensive, and I will tell you right now that as somebody who worked in a college bookstore for over 6 years and was one of the people who did all the invoices from publishers, it's the publisher that's screwing you, just for the record. Um, Other people are definitely capitalizing on it, but I can put that away. We can, I don't know. We're committing to doing this today. I don't have any other projects planned, so we're doing this. I don't have any backup plans. I have purposefully made it so that I feel like I have to work on this because I need to finish it. This is the last project that I have for this month, art project. I mean, I always have other projects. A bitch can't focus. But yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this. And if I don't like it when we finish it, that's fine. I still will have gotten it done. It's fine. I guess I can also write on here because I haven't written. Oh, I don't have the right size pens in here. Never mind. Well, where did I put the other ones? Why? I am like the worst organized person in the world. Like, I look organized on paper. They're there. Then I'm like, I don't know where I said anything. I mean, that's not entirely fair to me, if I'm being honest, because I don't know where a lot of my stuff is because I had to move it all. But that's fine. Yeah. I considered doing grad school, and I don't know, I might still do that at some point, or I might go back and get like a full art degree if I can afford it. I don't think that I really need that per se, but I enjoy education. I don't enjoy how much education costs, but hey, Peach. Oh yeah, same, Parker. And I have very strong pen opinions. Okay, so the first one I did was Adams. We got that one done. I did the quilt block. There's just like little hairs stuck on this. You're being annoying. Shoo. Thank you. I have been calling it the FM radio logo, but I didn't end up using FM in it. So we're just gonna say radio logo. And we're gonna say muscle. So I am actually going to get all of the things done that I wanted to get done this month, despite the fact that I basically had a forced week off in the middle of the month. So everybody should be really impressed with me. Just throwing that out there. Hey, Bewitch, how you doing? Good to see ya. Okay. I don't know why I'm so intimidated by this. It's probably partially because I just left it in the middle. Let's pull out some paintbrushes here. Yeah, I did finish my website, which I also wanted to get done this month. But usually, like, I don't know, when I do 4 projects for Color of the Month, so the official promise is I get 2 done a month that use the color. But I've been aiming for 3 or 4, and usually when I do 4, I still feel a little overwhelmed by it. Just because, I don't know, it's a lot of work. Art's a lot of work, in case you didn't know. Oh, I'm sorry, Bewitch. That's really frustrating. I hope next time you try that it goes better. Streaming problems are just so irritating, and it's like, it's almost always nothing you can fix, which makes it even worse. Because, like, if it's something where it's like, oh, well, I can just download this different piece of software or something, then it's not quite so bad. But if it's just like, well, everything's forked, then it's just like you can't even do anything to fix it. Oh, so this song is from Cassette Beast. Do you guys remember my constant whining about how there was an accessibility option in that game that wasn't working. It's finally fixed. Finally. Oh, I need to go into the other room to get that because I never brought out that deck. So I'm going to mute for just a second and go grab that, and I will be right back and do that for you, Parker. Okay. Got it. And my thumb is acting weird today. It's almost like my joints are a nightmare. You wanted right. We've gotten this one before. The path to peace requires relaxation. Let yourself rest. You know what? You don't need to call me out like that. I say as it comes as I'm saying that I feel inadequate for not getting enough done. You know what? Attacking me. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where I can put that so that we can still see it. Right there, probably. I don't know where to go with this muscle, if I'm being honest. I need to add some shading, but I also don't really know how I want to fix that. I think maybe just darkening up a few spots. I need to darken up in here too, because we overworked right here last time. So let's start with that. That's a relatively easy thing to start with. Pick something a little small that we can improve. I do think I've maybe made these pigment areas a little bit too intense, which I want them to be, but also makes it difficult to work with. I know that I do this every time when a project isn't done yet, but I don't like this. I'm just gonna keep messing with it. Maybe I'll end up never liking it, and that's okay. It's not the end of the world if I make a piece of art I don't like. Oh, yay, Parker. You have so many storms all the time. We're nice and cloudy today with little bits of blue sky, which is very nice. I do need to darken around these edges too to make the edge of the shell actually look like something, I think. I do think it looks vaguely like a muscle, but I don't know, it's not hitting right for me. I'm not entirely certain what I need to fix. Yeah, I think you're allowed, Parker. Because, I mean, how many freaking storms have you dealt with now? I think maybe softening up this edge is also going to make me feel better about life. Let's find out. Oh, I also, other news, I ordered the sticker cutter that people helped fund on my Ko-fi, and that should be here today or tomorrow, which means we'll actually get to do some stickers sometime. Yeah, I don't think I've had a week that I would call calm for like over 3 years, if I'm being honest. Um, but you know, that's just kind of how life goes. And I at least don't have to be dealing with that and insane weather. Although we have had some wild weather here. This winter we set a whole bunch of snow records. Yep. Okay. Safe travels or whatever you're doing. No more falling down the stairs, please, Lapras. I mean, if you're taking requests. Yeah. Weather patterns are getting like less patterny too. I was gonna say wild, but perhaps they are not particularly patterns anymore. Lapras already did one trip of falling down the stairs, and I think that's enough for now. I think that he's allowed to have a break of not hurting himself for a while. I think I need to bring this out a little bit too. Space. Hi, lesbian. How you doing? I do think that I also need to bring this out here so that I can do a little bit of brown in here to show the hinge. I don't know what it's actually properly called.
I love your goopy wiener.
Goopy wiener. That one still just gives me the giggles every time. I think maybe doing a little bit of a dry brush like this will make me feel better. It is in fact possible to not get hurt daily, or so I've been told. I think that that's perhaps fake. But I've also been told that it's not normal to hurt all the time. And that is not my personal experience in the body that I have been given to live in. Hmm. Yeah, I also bruise really easy though. I don't know about anybody else, but which apparently is a thing that's connected to hypermobility too. So, fun facts. There were warning signs the whole time. I don't think that really did anything to help or hurt. It's just there. That's okay. I do think hinge is going to be a thing that we need to do. I think maybe, well, maybe not. I do need to add some highlights like right through here that I think will help a lot and right here. But I think adding a shadow through here will also make me feel better about life and right through here. Yeah, I used to be a lot more flexible, but that was back when I was like doing yoga regularly. But I still have enough flexibility that people get weirded out by what I can do. So, you know. And one of the things about hypermobility, especially with your joints, is that sometimes your muscles seize up to overcompensate because your joints aren't doing the work of keeping themselves in place. So your muscles have to do a lot more work. I don't know if I'm gonna like using this color to shade, but we're just going for it. It's not a Friday, but we're going with a fuck it vibe today. Because you know what? It's just art. It's not a big deal. Yeah, being a klutz is also valid. For sure. Eh. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna not like this piece, and that's allowed. That's okay. It's a little frustrating, but it's fine. Really, when I feel like that, whenever I finish a piece and I'm like, oh, this didn't turn out the way that I want, I don't really like it, I just message it to Aiden without like any commentary at all. And he just like replies to me in all caps, and then I'm hyped up about it again. So every artist needs friends who are just like absolute cheerleaders for anything that you do. It makes life a lot better. I don't know that that really did anything either. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I mean, if you hurt yourself that often, why would you notice every time you hurt yourself, you know? I have scars all over my hands, all over my person. I just scar really easy. You can barely see this one now, but can you even see that? Probably not on stream. But there's like a little one right here that was I called it the Dorito, from a really bad burn that I did for one of my drunk baking episodes that I did in college. I burned the shit out of my arm on a cookie sheet because, spoiler alert, like, If you didn't know this, when you're drunk, you're less careful about not touching things that are hot. Um, this can apply to both food, as I am referencing, and also people, I suppose. Um, but that one was really bad, and it's still got a scar there. But considering how bad it was, it really is not that bad of a scar. I think I need to do some like white splotches in here. Maybe I was going to avoid using pearlescent just because I don't always like the way that it scans, but I think I'm just gonna say fuck it and do it because we're kind of already doing the fuck it vibe for this. Let's just commit. Let's go. Because I think that will help a bit. Because it does feel just very bleh at the moment. Usually this is the last thing you do in the process, but again, we're just going for it. It's whatever. I was gonna make this into a greeting card, but like, maybe I don't like that concept anymore. I do need to start thinking about what I'm doing for next month's color, because that is also something that is happening. My patrons are voting, well, have voted, are voting. The voting ends soon, but it looks like there's a clear winner for what the color is going to be next month. Is that a little better? I think perhaps I just don't like this, which I'm going to repeatedly say. Ah, yeah, that would do it. Guess I'll use some of this. Do the higher highlights like right through here. I think might help. It'll dry a little bit later than this too, so if it's not what I like, we can change it and it'll be fine. And if I do like it, we can just darken it up. Need to let that dry before I try to darken it anymore. But I do still want to darken through here. I don't know if I'm going to get that as dark as I really want it, but we can try. We'll see how it goes. I do still need to... we did those swatches so that I could figure out what other paint colors I really wanted to order. And then I promptly didn't order any of them. Been ordering other things. There's just, I don't know. There's too much to do in the amount of time we're given. And sometimes things fall by the wayside. My life has also been more exciting than I anticipated in the last little bit. In good ways mostly, but it does mean that the way I treat my own time has gotten a little bit different. Well, that looks a little better. I still don't know. There's something about it that's just not floating my fancy, and I don't know what it is. So I guess that's kind of how I ended up feeling about the radio logo yesterday too. So perhaps my brain is just mean to me, which we knew, like we've been new. That isn't even like an announcement. It's just a constant. I do also like really high contrast for shadows, and that's kind of not the vibe for this. So that may be part of it. Also just like, I've been having a time. It's fine. Like, it's not bad. It's just, I've been doing a lot of internal work, which makes me sleepy tired. Maybe I want to let that dry and then do a very light blue wash over everything. Just to try and mellow out some of the lines a little bit. Maybe. That usually makes me feel better. It's like the equivalent of digitally doing like a Gaussian blur on whatever layer you're working on. Smooths out some of the weird bits. Why did I pick up this paintbrush? What was I doing? I was working on the hinges. That's what I was doing. This needs to look... That's still too wet to really do that. Alright, fine. Alright, fine. This one more dry? Yes. Also, it doesn't feel like a Tuesday to me. Yesterday didn't feel like a Monday either. And I know why. It's because somebody who I usually watch stream on Mondays wasn't there this week, but it's weird how, like, my brain associates certain things with certain days, and then if those things don't happen, my brain is just like, well, that day doesn't count. You know what? I think it feels like a Sunday. I think you're right. Or maybe a Friday. For me personally, at least. That may partially just be because I'm streaming, and I stream on Fridays and Tuesdays, and it doesn't feel like Tuesday, so therefore it must be Friday, right? Or perhaps we've created a new day altogether. What are we going to name our day, chat? Our new day that feels like all the days, but none of the days. Eepy Day is good. Glorp's Day is also good. I do have a serious case of sleepy bitch disorder today. For sure. I don't think I started a post on Tumblr and I couldn't find basically saying that I was a sleepy bitch today. And I couldn't find the right GIF that I wanted to use for it, so I just deleted it. Because sometimes there's a specific GIF in your head that matches the mood that you have and you can't find it. Oh, yeah, kind of like a Thor's Day. I get you. Or Freya Day. Yeah. Hmm. Maybe just like I just went through like 35,000 thoughts at once and I've landed on Stir Day. So I'm thinking the end of Trickster, right? But also stir as in stir the pot, which matches Loki's vibes, I think. And then it's kind of like a shifting weird day that never settles into one place, which I think also matches the vibe. What do we think? What do we think about my weirdly specific concept here? Okay. I may want to go over that with some ink. If you say so, Peach, I don't know enough to argue with you about it. So I'm adding just a little bit of gold metallic to this to differentiate it from the bluer one that I added in some places, so it looks like a higher highlight. I think that's better. I feel better about this. I think the hinge area was what was really irking me. But I don't know, it still feels like the transition of color here, even though this is like accurate, it still doesn't feel right to me. So I think doing a bigger flat brush with some Prussian blue and just kind of dragging down so that we get a little bit more of a blur will help with that. I also think that this shadow is a little bit funky, but I'm not sure that there's a way to really make that feel less funky because it's just gonna look funky, which is fine. We're allowed to look funky. But I think that's better. Welcome back, Lapras. But I am faced with the real possibility that we're actually going to get this done and then I don't have anything else planned to do. Which is weird for me. Weird for me. I could also just, stop stream when I'm finished with something instead of just finding more shit to do. You know? We could also just make watercolor blobs and color on them. That's also fun. I do need to, okay, never mind. I've decided on another thing. I do need to make some like little thank you card things to get printed to add into orders. That's something I want to do. So we could do some blobs for that, I think. Do I have a concept really for what I want to do? No, but that's okay. We can just throw some paint down and see what happens. I do also need to pack stickers, but I don't think that is something that I need to do on stream unless people are really feeling watching me. Pack stickers. but it's not a particularly interesting thing to watch, in my opinion. Also, it's something good to do while I'm watching other people's streams, or if I just need to keep my hands busy. Guess I'm gonna take a flat brush and mess around with this a little bit. Let's see what happens. I kind of just want to make this transition a little less drastic. Yeah, I like that better. All right. If I overdo this though, it's gonna end up picking up the paper. So I need to be careful. Yeah, just a little bit of a blur I think is better, although this side is more blurred than this side. There's also definitely a paintbrush hair in here. Come here, you little bastard. You're in the way. Thank you. Okay. I do think that it looks like a muscle. I think it's pretty clear what it is. Is it exactly what I hoped it would be? No, but that's okay. But I do think that there's not much else to do to this, if I'm being honest. I think anything I do past here is just going to be me futzing with it without a real purpose. So maybe I'm just pulling out some paper and we're making some random blobs now. And I'll just leave this over here and stare at it and see if I think we need to do anything else to it. Yeah, that's fair, Parker. So yeah. I don't know that I'm going to make that into a card. I don't know that I'm vibing with it anymore, but we made something, and that's the important part. Well, I probably don't want to do that on stream. Never mind. I take it back. You guys don't get to know the thought that was in my head. Let me pull out some paper, because I have cut paper of various sizes in here. Let's think about stuff. What size is this? That's good. We can start with that and work our way out. This is, what are you? Hot press, that's 5 by 7. Could also do a square. I don't know. Let's just mess around. I do have a lot of hot press 5 by 7 because I was going to do all of those greeting cards and then I didn't. So let's grab one of those too, because why not? We might as well. Ooh, okay. Regular one, right? Yes. A little treat. Let's do... color don't we have a lot of in here? We don't have a huge amount of yellow. Let's do a yellow. Let's do this kind of mustardy kind of yellow. Oh, I don't have my little treats out here either. I'm such a disaster. Where did I put those? I may need to get up and go get a little treat. I do have some Laffy Taffy I could eat. Which I also think I'm going to send some of those to Calibros because I need to send him those hats. So I might slip some Laffy Taffy in there too. Although I need to check the rules for shipping food. Because every country has different rules. I do need to... I'm just saying things that I should do out loud that I'm going to forget. So this is the ill-advised to-do list portion of the stream. I do need to go back over my notes because there was an idea I had for this color of the month. Here's a star for Parker. Because there's an old idea that I had that I never got around to doing that I think will work really well with the color of the month as it is panning out this month. And yeah, I need to go back over those notes and see which bits. Yeah, shipping just like candy or something is relatively normal. Once you get into more complicated like baked treats, that gets difficult because there are a lot of rules about like dairy and eggs and things that can spoil, right? Which makes sense. That's a good thing to have rules about. Where did I put the treats? I lost track. I lost track of my brain. I say as if I ever have track of my brain. Treat. Yeah, I don't remember where I put those when I moved stuff around. It's probably still... Maybe it's over here. Does she know where anything she owns is? She doesn't. Thought it would have been there or there, but I guess not. So Laffy Taffy it is. You guys can listen to me chew weirdly loudly for a while, huh? But first we travel to the kitchen together. Or I guess I have lollipops. I could do that too. Which again, more weird mouth noises. Let's do a lemon lime lollipop. Why not? And I will need to try to remember to figure out where in the heck I put those. Oh. They're right here. Never mind. I think I will still have a lollipop just because I can, but I found them. I just needed to stand up. That sounds kind of awful, lesbian, not gonna lie. Because part of the point of both of those is the texture, right? So if you combine the textures, I'm also weird about combining textures. I don't like, you know how you're supposed to add like nuts or something to a salad for textural difference? I hate that. I want something to be the same texture all the way through so I don't have to change my bite pressure, which is like maybe one of the most autistic things I've ever said in my life. But you know, okay, Dum Dum time. It's such a pretty color. It matches the stream vibes. Wow. It's themed. So now you guys get to listen to me talk with this in my mouth for like 45 minutes. Aren't we excited about that? Okay, so I have no idea what we're doing here, but I think we're gonna start by just making some blobs on here, I think, in the brand colors. So we're gonna use some teal, we're gonna use some pale pinky purpley, then I usually mix in a darker purple too. My brain just stopped working. I say as if it ever works. Yeah, good luck, Lapras. Yeah, this color is cobalt teal, which is really one of the best colors. And it's the closest to like the minty color that I use. I might also add just like this green in there because I feel like that vibes with the same colors. I may need to lower the brightness on the camera a little bit, huh? Because you can't really see these super light colors, can ya? Let me do that before I forget. That's a little better, I think. So I think we'll do some just like watercolor blobs, and then we'll go over them with some colored pencil. And I may not finish all of that today. I may do that another time because we do still have a stream on Friday. And maybe I'll have something color and focus planned by then, but we'll see. Maybe I want to tape off a little bit in the middle for me to do a handwritten thank you in there. I've been doing a lot of my typography work digitally now, so doing the painting itself physically and then scanning it in and then doing the text digitally. But I don't know, I also do the typography by hand. And now that I have a better scanner, I think that that will work better. But that was like my first big long-term project, was doing typography physically. So the Year of Lyric stuff, this was the first one. And I can tell at least that I hadn't done it in a while. But I do like doing this kind of stuff. So this is all physical with a Micron pen kind of stuff, and they get more complex as you go on. Maybe I'll do some actual like physical typography for this. But that does mean that I should grab a ruler and mark where I want to do that. That's a pretty good straight line for me, not having looked at it at all. I like doing it myself. I don't know. I like having more control over it. I know, wild concept, me with control issues. I think right there is good. There's that eraser. Erase the edges of this a little bit. Hey Al, how you doing? That's because I finished it. Or at least I got it to a point where I don't think there's anything else I can do to it. Oh, I'm sorry, Al. That's rough. Not fun times. But yeah, that's because we finished it, and then I was like, well, here's where me not having planned anything else to make myself work on this has backfired horribly. So we're making the start of a little thank you card to start including in orders, which will also be good for gift orders specifically. I think give a better spot to write little notes on. I also have a lollipop. I was given a treat. Maybe I want to add more colors into this. I don't know. I do want to stick in the cool realm, I think. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I'm not good at making decisions. I'm decisioned out. We're done with decisions. I don't know. I've been making a lot of decisions lately. And like difficult decisions, not just like, I don't know, whatever decisions. Let's do, yeah. Or I could just throw the paint. That works too. I also feel like I'm forgetting something, but I always feel like I'm forgetting something. What could I be forgetting? What could I be forgetting? Nobody knows. It's a mystery. Nope. All those are on lock. I guess I didn't tell my book group that I'm not showing up today very clearly, but I definitely have said that to the person who runs the book group. I have done a stretchy today. I've done multiple stretchies, in fact. I've been doing a lot better about doing my morning stretches to try and make my back hurt less, which has been not as productive as I would like it to be, but it's better than it was. I think I want to add more pink to that, just to make it a little different. Hey Cap, how you doing? Oh, good. How's she doing? I'm kind of tempted to add yellow to this, which is wild because I am not a huge yellow fan, but I think that it will be pretty. So let's add some yellow to it. I was like, oh, let's only do warm or cool colors. And yeah, whatever. Whatever, nerd. Oh, good. Good. But I do really like this lighter kind of pastel-y yellow. It's called Butter. That's the color name for this. Not that you can really even see it on there, can you? That's fine. We're adding more of it. Oh, that's cool. I was thinking now that I'm gonna get the sticker cutter, if Amelia wanted, I could make some stickers out of her art for her. Because that would have been like peak life happening for me when I was that age and doing art. Oh, yeah, that's cool. It's a fun way to mix things up for sure. She's so creative. I mean, we know where she gets that from, but it's still cool to see. Do I want to put purple there? I already put purple over there. Him. Yeah, let her know. It's not here yet, but it'd be a good way to, one, like do something nice, but also test my printer's capabilities. I do think I'm also going to print that silly hot dog thing that I drew for Lib, and because specifically the putting the hot in hot dog one, because they said that they would want that as a sticker, but I don't think ordering 25 plus of those from an actual sticker company is the right way to go. So now that I could do smaller batches, I'll probably do that and send them some. Because there were two people who said that they would like that, and I think it was Potato and Lib. And I was like, two people is great. I don't think that's a wise business decision, but I appreciate your support. But with the cutter, I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. I mean, I don't think that there's a question about me being a weirdo. I'm pretty sure that's clear. I also obviously need to do the goopy wiener, right? I need to print the goopy wiener. Maybe like a huge one. Just because I can. Well, there is a channel point redemption for Lib saying that they love my goopy wiener. Um, so people understand the context a little bit, and I have actually explained it. At least once, I have explained it. Where is it?
Love your goopy wiener.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, now I think purple. I do want to put the purple and the yellow together at some point, but we have so much more space on the page. I think it's so funny because I had to boost the volume on that one because Lib was being super quiet because Adam was sleeping that night. And I also cut out the first part of that clip, which is them saying they love me. So thank you. This is just going to be like a little silly thank you card. I say silly, that's not fair. It's just going to be a little thank you card to get printed to add to my orders. Because I would like to have something that's a little more, I don't know, fancy. Instead of me just using my extra paper. But I am going to go back over this with colored pencil, I think, to give it some more texture too. Kind of like a piece that I did for Streamink. Let's just pull every single piece of art that I've ever made out of the file folder today so that it's a mess for me later. That seems like a good life choice. Where is it? This one. So I want to do something kind of like this where it's just like the shapes are watercolor and then I define them a little bit more and add more texture with some colored pencil. I think. Because I enjoy doing that, but also I like the way it looks, so. And it's my art and I make the rules, so there you go. But I'm leaving a space here to write thank you, and I think I'm going to do that in, like, physically. I haven't done physical typography in a while because I've been doing it mostly digital so that I can mess with it more. But I think this will be relatively simple, especially for stuff where I need to figure out what color I want stuff to be. So like for the evergreen stickers, I really needed to figure out which color I wanted it to be, which is easier to do digitally. So thank you. Let me actually put these away instead of just leaving them out here. Try to be a little bit organized. Get in the folder. Stop being a butt. Thank you. I have too much art. I need to stop making art. There's too much of it. It's everywhere. Let's do some yellow down there. Why not? Why not? I have so much art already. I'm running out of space. I need to get my office set up just so that I can like actually have a storage system for stuff. I have so much stuff. And like it's all stuff that I need. It's not like I'm being that excessive. I'm always a little excessive, but I'm not being that excessive. It's just like all the different sizes of stuff that you need to pack orders and all of the different sizes of stuff like art paper, and it's all everywhere all the time. I need to finish tearing up the carpet in that room because I got halfway and then we discovered the water damage, and then a pipe burst. So we discovered why the water damage was there, and it was different than the reason that we thought why it was there. But I didn't tear up the other half of that carpet. So I need to do that, and then I need to measure the room and figure out what kind of flooring. Because once I get the flooring done in there, I can actually move stuff into the room. Ugh. I don't know. I told my dad that, and he acted like ripping up the carpet was like horrible, terrible work that I had to do, and why wouldn't I just pay somebody to do it? But it's fun. I'm sure both Al and Cap will agree with me that tearing up carpet is fun. I'm sure of this. But really, like, legitimately, it's fun. Because you just get to rip big strips of stuff and then throw it away. Like... And it, like, yes, it's a little bit difficult, but it's not like I'm saving it or anything, so it's not like I need to be gentle with it. Yeah, exactly, Al. Just really get elbow deep in there and just go for it, you know? But I do only have half of that room to do, and it's not a super big room, so it'll be fine. I just need to, like, find time to do it. Which, like, me finding time is something, because there's other things I'd rather be doing right now. You know how it is. I think I'll probably do purple right there. Yes, Lapras. I personally wouldn't, but it is like valid to use the gift Pokemon. But I feel like if what you're doing is trying to make the game more interesting, part of the way to make that more interesting is to make it more difficult. And since especially with the Gmax, Eevee, and Pika, they are like guaranteed 6 IVs, you'll have to put less work into them overall, which I think would remove some of the interest. But if you feel like using the other Pokemon that you've picked and something else will make it more fun for you, then you should do that. I love Frodo. Is he peeing all over everything again, or is he just being a menace in general? Yeah, exactly, Al. Sometimes you just need a little help. Okay, good. Poor old man Frodo. He peed all over, like, all of Lib's stuff in the office. And so they had to replace all of the cat cam stuff, and it was a nightmare. Oh yeah, good. He's an old man now. He's like 18 or something, right? He can vote. I used to bully our cat Jack about that once he turned 18, and he lived until he was like 21. But I would pick him up and talk into his back foot like um, it was a telephone, and I'd call asking him who he was going to vote for and why he wasn't registered to vote, and bully him about it. One of my favorite bits of all time. See, I was like, oh, this yellow will look really good, and it does look really good. But now what I've done is I've added another color to make me make decisions with. I've played myself. I do this every time. I say as if all of art isn't just making decisions. I'm just tired. I'm just a little sleepy baby. I don't know what it is about looking at art when I'm streaming, but looking at it like from this angle from where I'm sitting and looking at it on screen is like two completely different experiences. And so I'll end up doing something and then looking right back up to look at it on stream. It's so weird. The contrast is significantly different when you're looking at it digitally versus in front of you. So maybe that's part of it. But I guess it's also just a different angle, so it looks a little bit different. I think I have kind of accidentally turned this into Eastery colors, which is fine because Easter colors slap, but it does feel a little Eastery. Oh, true, Bewitch. Maybe if I add like some black dots over some of this, it will lean more towards 1980s Miami Beach. All right, good luck with meetings, Al. I kind of want to do like a sparkle shape right here. Can I make that work with the other shapes I have? Probably. I could probably do it. I believe in myself. Welcome back. Did make that a little bit too long on this side, but that's fine. Oh, cool. Was that the one you were playing earlier? Because I looked at that and it looked really cool. Ah, gotcha, gotcha. I do love me a puzzle game. Yeah, that looks super interesting. Yeah, cool. Definitely sounds like Kuro. Occult vibes. Oh, that's pretty sweet. I definitely should not buy any more games right now. I definitely bought a game that I was interested in the other day for the serotonin, which was not like a good life choice, but it is a choice that I made. Um, and I should finish that before I do anything else, really. Um, Little Kitty Big City. I watched Stars play some of it, and I was like, oh, this game slaps. I need to play this. It's just like a good wander around collection game, really. And I love those kinds. I did recently play Tome, Toem, and that one just like hit perfect. And I kind of want to play it again, but I need to forget the solutions to all the puzzles before I do that. Because it was just so good. It was like exactly what I wanted. But there's a lot of hats that you can put on your cat. So even if you weren't like big into collecting in games, you could put hats on cats. It's super cute. And I did like ages ago when they announced that it was going to be coming out on one of the Nintendo Indie Directs back when I still fucked with Nintendo. I did put it down on my list of things I was interested in and then immediately forgot, which is just how those go. I also still need to play the second chapter of Coffee Talk because I just redid the first one. But it does involve like my full attention, which I don't know. I haven't been very good at giving anything lately. I got other things cooking. There we go. Look, a bunch of shapes. We made them. Oh, good. I know you mentioned that you might do that. I'm sure she'll have a lot of fun. Hotels are always just like a fun liminal space. My leg is asleep. That's uncomfortable. Where are... There they are. Okay. Colored pencil time. Let's see. I should grab a piece of scratch paper to check colors against. Let's do this one. This one I think we'll end up using for Sherzies. I was thinking that we might add some black. This one's black, but maybe.
I love your goopy wiener.
Hi, Shani. How you holding up, friend? Probably that one. Let's do some of this, because why not? Just gonna start pulling out every single color that has ever existed, and then we'll pretend like I narrowed it down. Is that ochre? I wanted ochre. There's ochre. Darker purple would be good. Oh, I can tell the pressure is changing. It was gonna happen today, and I knew it, but like, it is wild to me how obvious it is now that I know that that's what's happening. Maybe you. Let's go from there and see what I think. It would be smart of me to record me doing some of this. But it should be on something where I can stay in the right angle. Yeah, fair, Shani. I know you've been having a time of it. Let's just do this while I'm thinking about it. If I do this, will you stay up there? No, absolutely not. Where's my tape? That works. It helps if you push record, though. Welcome back, Kat. There. I've done my duty for social media. Will I ever actually post that? No clue. We'll find out. I have so many like tiny clips of me doing random art stuff that I was like, oh, this would make a good reel. And then I forget that it exists and I never touch it again. Or it requires like way too much effort to put together. Or I look at it and I cringe so hard that I'm like, I'll never look at that again. Thanks, bye. Which I guess all of those are also accurate for most photos I take of myself, if I'm being honest. Although I have been doing better about my New Year's resolution to take more photos of myself, so we're working on it. We'll get there eventually, maybe. That's so fair. You got like a lot of them done and super quick, so if it's not fun anymore, it's not fun anymore. Yeah, totally fair. Yep. I know how that goes. Better to avoid burning out on stuff like that for sure. I don't like that. That's fine though. Yeah, I'm excited to see what y'all do for Art Fight. I don't really do that because, well, I don't really have any OCs per se, but it's always cool to see what people do. Oh yeah, I'd love to see. Hi, Graham.
Oh my god, why can't you just take the freaking compliment?
It was just shapes. It's not like it's anything like super complicated. But now we're adding texture with some colored pencils. Although I may just not finish this on stream because I don't know. I have other things I want to do today, if I'm being honest, that don't involve being here. No offense. I like you guys, but I have a lot of stuff to do. This is going to be a thank you card to put in my orders for people who order stuff from my shop. Maybe, if I like it. It's also kind of just filling airtime, if I'm being honest, because I finished the muscle faster than I anticipated. Okay. I've done a stretchy. I'm doing a hydrate. Say something nice about myself. Let's see. I've been working very, very hard at communicating better and being honest instead of hiding things that I feel are a problem, which you of all people know how hard that is for me. So there. That's a nice thing about myself. I've been working hard at it. Thank you. Even though it's scary and it gives me panic attacks, but that's fine. All good. I can do it. Okay. I will complete those. Okay. I'm kind of enamored with what Bewitch said about this kind of vibing as 80s Miami Beach furniture. So I think I want to do like a black pattern over this yellow because I think that's gonna really bring that home instead of making it just look like Easter colors. But I think also using an indigo blue instead of just black is gonna be fun for that. But we'll see. I can always go over it in black if I don't like it, so. Yeah, I think that's good. It's dark enough that it reads as black without actually being black. I think just doing a little outline and then some funky dot shapes will be cool. I'm scared to ask for clarification on that, Peach. Not gonna lie to you. It does sometimes feel like I'm speaking a foreign language, if I'm being honest. It's like, I don't know, I was raised in a way that did not make me very good at that. I'll put it that way. So when I'm talking the way that like normal people would talk about their emotions, it feels like I'm speaking Greek. Because I just did not have those tools. I'm working on it, but. I'm realizing that I had half a thought earlier and I don't think I ever finished it. I don't even know if I actually said it out loud or if I just thought about it really loud. But I was thinking now that I have the sticker cutter, that I can do like little collectible stickers to put in orders, which I think will be fun. But that does involve making some designs for that, so. Ah, gotcha. That's a fun loophole. don't know. I guess I mostly don't stutter. There are occasions where I stumble over my words, but that's because my brain is going faster than my mouth can keep up with. Thank you, Cap. That one should have been a different alert than that, shouldn't it? Pretty sure. Your Twitch alerts being weird again? Because I'm pretty sure that I had something else for the 100. Let's find out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's the dancing cats, so I don't know why it did that. Well, yeah, Peach, that would be a difficulty. See, it's not working. Why? I'm so sure that it's the dancing cats. I don't know why, because it's not set up to be like a chance situation. Let me go look, because this was doing this the other day and I thought I fixed it, but I guess I didn't. Maybe I just need to get rid of that one.
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Space! Where is it? Because I added it so early on. Yeah, it should be this one. Well, I'll send a test and then you can see it anyway. This is what it's supposed to play. Because that's one of my favorite things in the world. And I did just hydrate, for the record. I did take a sippy. I don't know why. Maybe I'll just turn that one off for now, and then... Because it should just be anything that isn't that number. Which... Oh, well, that one's wrong too. What the... It did not save some of my settings the last time I messed with stuff. So that's going to be part of the problem. You guys want to just sit here and listen to me fix this, right? That's a thing you want to do? Because I'll also send this one, now that I'm fixing it. Just because I like it. This is supposed to be the 300 alert. But it defaulted to 1 for some reason, which is wrong. Here, we can all listen to Stinky Baby together because I love it. If it will send. Buddy, you good? There we go. Goodness gracious. There you go. That's a little gift for free. So maybe... That should be correct, but it's not working, so I'm just going to turn that off. And it'll be fine. All right. Maybe that works now. I don't know. Oh, wow, Peach. That sounds a little disastrous. Like, that would hurt me a little bit, I think. Oh, but I do owe Cap one more Dancing Cats. So we can all listen to Dancing Cats again. Once I find it. The way that the bit alerts are organized, like the alerts in general on Twitch's side, is like not good. Just gonna say that. And I really don't feel like going through and rearranging them all manually, so I just won't deal with it. There we go. Dancing Cats. I don't know why that one would override the other ones. Yeah, I do appreciate that they added the alerts because it's really good. Like, overall, to have all of those alerts be in one place instead of having to split a bunch of stuff between Streamlabs and someplace else. And they let you store a lot more than other places do, but it's still like there are pieces of this that could be a bit better. Which I guess is true of anything, if we're being honest. But I guess this is as good a time as any to mention that there is a hidden bit alert that is at a secret number that only I know, if I remember it. I may not remember it anymore. I think I remember what I set it to, but who knows? But there's a secret one between 1 and 500 bits that doesn't already have an alert that should play once you find that random number.
I'm feeling fat. That's
But if I do this, then you guys can see the spreadsheet that has all of the bit alerts on it. Except for the one, well, I mean, it is on there, but the one that I just turned off will not play now, which is the what's happening thank you one. But theoretically, since I turned that off, the other ones will work now. I don't know why that has a conniption about it. I don't know. But there you go. It's under 500. Well, technically it's under 499 because there is a 500 bit alert. But I did spend a fair amount of time setting all of this up. But it seemed a little bit mean to make the secret alert that you have to figure out by trial and error be worth more than $5. That seemed cruel to me. I may actually lower it to like 300 or something. That feels a little bit better. I don't know. I just thought it was a silly, fun idea. I should add one for Leet, though. Probably a silly Haxor one, right? That seems right. Would you still love me if my art was a worm? That's maybe the dumbest joke I've ever made in my entire life, but it brought me joy. You're welcome. He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. You have to love him. If I made a joke so bad that even Grim can't say anything, that's how you know it was primo. Yeah, yeah. As do we all. Exactly, Shawnee, exactly. I finally finished the lollipop. I may have underestimated how long it took me to eat that, but it's fine.
One place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism.
Space. Okay, we've turned into the funky little guy channel. So we've got like this weird fucked up wolf. We have a worm. I'm making a crocodile now. And they're making you tear it up. It's like people who destroy those built-ins in like 1920s houses. Jail, jail, and torture. Oh, okay, okay. That's valid. One of my least favorite things is people who pull the built-in shelving out of houses and then cover them in like white chipboard. It's like, why would you do that? Horrible, horrible decision. Yeah, yeah. And just older too, because it'll be better made. This guy kind of looks like a seal if I turn him this way, so let's make him a weird colored seal. Um, Yeah, yeah. That's nice. I live in a 60s house, so it's not like anything in here is like, I don't know, of great historical value. But we still do have like that weird wrought iron dividing space between the stairs and the living room, which I actually very much like. I just like things that have more character, you know? Welcome back, and as well you should. Such is the way. Yeah, fair. Um, I may call it here, if I'm being honest. I mean, even if I'm not being honest, I might call it here. Um, we can work on this on Friday, and I'll probably have some other sketches at least started to work on the color of the month for next month, because that poll looks pretty definitive. Um, but I still need to take like the announcement picture and stuff, which I should do today probably, because it's nearing the end of the month very quickly, and I'm a busy bitch. I have a lot of other things going on. Um, I also am maybe offering to do more work for the coloring book project, because I already finished my coloring sheet and I was the first one to finish. And I finished the art for it and everything that the person who's running it can use for a whatchamahoosit tier goal in the Kickstarter when we get there. So maybe I'm gonna offer to do that. I need to ask more specifics about the things she needs help with. That's not a today project, but we might work on some of those on stream too. Thank you, Shawnee. We're gonna go raid Lib because, like, obviously we're gonna go raid Lib. Lib is a very chaotic and loud stream, especially compared to me, because I implode if I hear too many sounds at once. So be prepared for that. Lib is theoretically supposed to be doing art today. But I don't know. I wouldn't hold my breath about it if I'm being honest, because they have been distracted. Oh my gosh, that's excellent. So, I think instead of doing the regular raid message, we should all just raid in and say libdoof repeatedly. I will type it out so that you can copy and paste. You can add whatever emotes to that your little hearts desire, but we just should all just say libdoof the second we enter. because you know what? Sometimes you show love by torturing your friends a little. Um, I will be back on Friday. Morning for me. It may not be morning for you, but it would be 10:30 Alaska time, which means 11:30 Pacific time. Um, and we'll work on this and see what else I have set up. I don't want to have to plan more things. Planning more things means making decisions. Weh. Suck it up, Katie. You got it. You got it. It's the rules. Okay. Let me switch over to the ending screen. That's a thing that I do. Usually. Sometimes. I've already said when I'll see you guys next time. I've already said what we're working on. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. Again, I just feel like I'm forgetting everything today. Which probably means I'm going to remember something that I didn't put on my to-do list that I thought I would do that. Oh, that's perfect, Cap. Thank you. Let me copy pasta. All right. Let me do this thing. I know how to type. No, I don't. I am. Yeah, good to see you, Lapras. I'm going to say this, and only people who are here for this conversation are going to understand what this statement means, but take care of your butt. And don't fall down any more stairs, okay? Katie's orders. Don't do that. I'll see y'all on Friday. And, I don't know, other stuff and things. Remember to take care of and be kind to yourselves. Remember that you're loved because I love you. And if you can't take care of and be kind to yourself, please do it for me because I think that you're awesome and deserve nice things, okay? So be kind to yourselves because I said so. Again, Katie's orders. And also take care of your butts too. That doesn't just need to be a Lapras thing. You can all take care of your butts. And I think that would be a good life choice for us. Okay? And I'll see you next time. Bye.